Okay, hello, day 5. Welcome everybody. Now, today I have a few things I would like to talk about. Firstly, what I'm going to talk about, obviously I think this is kind of something I talk about every single time, is work. What I did this morning, kind of run you through my day, because that's generally where what I talk about comes from, where I get the ideas. So I'll talk about today a little bit. So, starting off today, I had work, obviously. I had a 6:15 start, 6:15 a.m. in the morning start. So it was a pretty quick drive there. I had to get up around 4:50, which was annoying, but I mean, I'm used to it now. I will say during the winter time, when it's colder, which it is right now in Australia, it is a little bit harder to get out of bed and get in the car. Once I'm in the car, it's fine, but getting out of bed, out of the shower, into the car is such a hassle when it's cold. I love the cold. I'm more of a winter kind of person based on, I like the cold more. I enjoy the cold. I don't get cold very easily. I get hot very easily. I sweat a lot easily. So summer's quite difficult for me, but during winter, I am loving it. I seriously love it. It's just those early mornings that I seem to struggle with a little bit. But I get over it. It's like, 30 minutes of my whole day. Who cares? Yeah, so cool. Had work at 6:15. Trained a few clients. Had a client who I was supposed to train at 7:30 cancel. So what I did is I thought that I would spend that time quickly running to the gym that I work right near and doing a session. That was good. I did a lower body session. I don't usually train lower body by itself. I did last week and I did today. But the main reason I don't usually do lower body is my split's generally full body 3 days a week. I don't like training legs by itself just because I find that it kills my motivation a little bit. I am a guy. So obviously, I don't like training legs. I'm not saying I don't train legs, I just don't love it. Some things I like training on the legs, like I like certain exercises, but others I don't. So I generally like to keep my volume per sessions lower, like my set's to about 2, and then just up the frequency about 3 times a week. I just find that's kind of what I'm the most likely to stick to. And I do climb once a week, so if I'm training 6 days a week, I run into recovery issues, so I avoid that if I can. So yeah, full body 3 times a week works perfectly for me. So the client cancelled, went to the gym, had about 45 minutes to train, which isn't a lot of time, obviously. I ideally want at least, for a lower body session, you can kind of get away with it. The main reason I didn't train full body today is because of, obviously, the time limitation. So I just thought that maybe I would train upper body tomorrow, take a rest, and then do lower body, upper body. So full body on, what day is it? On Thursday. I'll quickly show you. So I'll show you the date. It is currently the 20th of July. So it's a Monday, 20th of July at 2:55. Oh my God, at 2:55. It keeps showing there we go, 2:55. Now, you probably noticed that I didn't make a video Saturday or Sunday. Now, the main reason for that is I had a lot of stuff to do. And I think with this series moving forwards, it's good for me to just kind of have a couple days a week where I don't have to worry about recording, editing, and uploading a video. I just think I'm more likely to stick to it if I follow that. Because I've tried stuff in the past where I put too much into it too quickly. That's usually what causes me to burn out in a week or two. So I'm really trying to avoid that. I'm trying to keep this going as long as possible. So in order to, do that, in my opinion, I should probably have a couple days a week just not doing anything. Well, not recording anything. So I think that'll be Saturday and Sundays. Some Saturdays I might upload a video. Sundays, definitely no. Sundays are very busy for me all the time, every week. So I generally can't get stuff out. I probably could, but I just don't want to. I think it will kill my motivation to do it. Cool. The leg session was very good. I progressed everything except one exercise. Cool. In my books, that's a good session. So after that, I head back to work at around 8. I get to work at about 8:30. I have a client at 8:30. Well, I get there about 5 minutes earlier. I train the client. Cool. So we usually have team meetings every single Monday from 9:45 to 10:15. Generally what we do is just speak about our weeks, how we're going, speak up if there's anything in the gym that needs improving, general stuff like that. Today was quite funny. So we have a wall in the front of the gym that was caving in because one of the trainers loves to get his clients doing wall sits. Not just normal wall sits, weighted wall sits. So you can imagine, a guy sitting there who's already weighs 60 to 80 kilos. Excuse me. Water break. You get a guy who already weighs 60 to 80 kilos. You chuck an extra 100 kilos onto his lap, and you can imagine, that was weird, you can imagine he's putting a lot of weight right behind him into the wall. If you're wondering what I'm holding, this is not a weapon, YouTube. This is a prop that you use to practice. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. You can imagine that's a lot of weight going against the wall. Now, what that did, as I said, is cause dents to appear in the wall. I'm surprised no one actually caved in the wall and fell through it. What we did was last Thursday, so today's Monday, last Thursday, we covered it up with something, I don't know the term for it. It's a thing that you use to patch up walls, and we painted it. Now, the wall is freshly painted. It is freshly coated. Two things happened. Thursday evening, my client, who I was training at the time, was showing me a exercise that he saw on Instagram Reels that he just wanted to show. He knew it wasn't a great exercise or that there's better, but he just wanted to show me it. So essentially what it was is a bicep curl that you do while leaning against, don't want to show my logo, that you do while leaning against a wall while standing up. Now you can imagine why this isn't the greatest exercise, or not one that's super practical and one that I would program, because a incline bicep curl exists. So it's pretty much an incline bicep curl, except you are standing up. What he did was leaned against the wall. The wall he chose to lean against was the wall that had been painted. Now, I didn't know it had been painted because I was unaware. No one had told me. And you couldn't tell. It looked just like every other part of the wall. He didn't make a dent. So he leant back, he didn't make a dent. But what happened is when he came up, he turned around and his entire back, where he was wearing a black shirt at the time, his entire back was just white, completely white, which we both found quite funny. That was more of a funny story. The actual incident occurred on Friday, where the area was still a little bit, a little bit kind of vulnerable. I don't know the right word, I can't think of it. You know what I mean. It was quite, if someone had been doing a wall sit, they were going to chip the wall or dent the wall. And lo and behold, someone did a wall sit. And what happened? The wall dented back in. So my boss wasn't too happy with that, just because he had spent $500 to get a couple walls around the gym fixed, and someone had gone ahead and just destroyed it straight away. So that's what we were talking about mostly today in the team meeting was, don't get your clients doing wall sits against a wall that has been caved in twice. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. He wasn't angry, but he was just he was just like, please guys, don't make me spend more money on this. Which I thought was a funny story to share. My voice is holding on to its final straws today. A lot of talking was done. I was training people for around 7 hours straight, which is my choice, by the way. It's not, my boss didn't make me do that. It's my choice. I put them there. I finally started recording the video that I mentioned a few days ago. The video where I talk about every Call of Duty Zombies map and go back and replay it. So I'll quickly refresh you. The main problem, and the main reason I actually started this channel was because I had written a script for the video. I had recorded all the footage of every single map, so I'd gone and played every single map. Multiple weeks of time spent on both of those things. And then I got to the final part of the video, one of the final parts. Apart from the editing, I got to the part where I actually had to record my voice over while reading the script. And the problem that I ran into was every single time that I recorded myself talking and listened back, it sounded completely horseshit. And it didn't sound natural, and oh my god, I'm struggling today. Sorry, just ate. That's probably why. And yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It just wouldn't work. So today I thought, you know what, I've had a little bit of time practicing my speaking on camera. So I went back and recorded my voice, and it was better. I did see an improvement. It was definitely better. Now I don't love it, but it was definitely better. It sounded more natural. I sounded a bit more confident, more clear. It wasn't like, so yeah, basically that's why, blah blah blah. I love this map because of this. No, I didn't. I didn't sound like that. I sounded a bit more confident and a bit more passionate. Because that's the thing. Like, I am passionate and I want to be confident, but I can't display that if I don't sound it. So yeah, that was great. After I finish this recording, which should be, in the next couple of minutes, because I've kind of gone through everything that I wanted to talk about today. After this, I'm going to go back and do a bit more of it, which is exciting because I really want to get this video done. It's kind of like a milestone for me. It's a first big project that I work on in terms of a video. And I've wanted to do this for a while, but I just knew that there was going to be some things stopping me from completing it, whether that be me being lazy or me getting to the part where I have to record my voice and I don't like it, and then the whole thing goes to shit and I don't even finish it, which nearly happened with this one, but it didn't. And I believe it didn't stop because I made a channel like this that actively forces me to have to speak on camera, which makes me a lot more confident. So that is a win, a very big win for me. Other things I've planned for the day. I did show you it's about 3 o'clock now. Other plans for the day are practice my Japanese. If you didn't know, I've never mentioned, so you wouldn't know. I'm currently learning Japanese, self-taught. I've been doing it for around 6 months here and there. So I've got to get that done for today, which generally takes an hour of my time. So I'll get that done. I'll probably go to do the recording now after this video, the recording for my other video, and then I'll go and do some Japanese practice. And then, it'll be time for dinner. I'll probably chill a little bit. Whatever I do for fun these days depends on the day, honestly. Some days I like gaming, some days I like watching shows, some days I find a new manga to read. No idea. It's pretty random, but I'll figure it out. So I think that's all for day 5. Thanks guys for being here. I'm seeing a couple of you guys commenting. I really appreciate that, leaving your feedback, talking about how you're in a similar situation as well. So I find that great that we can kind of connect like that. I'm sure there's a lot of people just like me and just like you that are going through a similar thing, but they don't have the confidence to even start something like this or even speak out about it, because the whole thing is we're afraid of speaking on camera, or we don't think we're good at it, so we never start, which doesn't make us improve. So we're just stuck in this endless cycle. So I think it's great that a couple of you guys are showing that, we're all going through the same thing. We're all in this together. I'd say we're all going through the same journey. And I think it's cool that, we know that we're not the only ones. So I think that's great. But yeah, I'm going to head off now, get this video edited. Very bold of me to say. I literally just cut a few things, chuck some music on, and that's it. But apart from that, that is it for day 5. I will catch you guys tomorrow. See you later.